going to take a few minutes of your time to tell you a story. It's a good story. It's not a sad story. Unbelievable story, but it happened to me. I'll be honest with you, I did not believe it was happening to me when it happened to me. And this has been going on since the year 2000. The beginning of the millennium, year 2000, before the millennium came in, I decided to build a humongous armoire for my master bedroom. And I did. It came out nice. It held the stereo system, held the TV, held all my clothes, books, everything you could think of. I'm a good person, and I like to help people, and I just want to get that off the bat so you guys understand. And those that know me know that I am not making this story up. This is a true story. I built the armoire in the year 2000. About a year later, after I built it, I always said to myself, I did not like those doors. The doors on the armoire did not come out that good. The armoire came out nice. The doors did not. And I always said to myself, one of these days I'm going to change these doors. I got to rebuild them, which I finally did years later. On this particular day, it was a Friday, and I had a real rough day at work. I got home and I told everybody just to leave me alone. And I went into my bedroom to watch television. And since the TV was in the armoire, I'm looking at this humongous armoire, which doors I did not like. I started watching television. I was really stressed out, one of those rough days, and I saw that one of the doors was looking back at me. It's weird, I admit it. So I started looking at the door. I got up, and there was this image on the door, a very small image, and the image is right here. This is the first one, right here. That image was staring at me, and when I saw the image in my eyes, I saw Jesus. I saw Jesus, and it made me feel good. It took off all my stress. It took my anger away. It made me feel really, really good. You know how you feel sometimes when you're stressed out and somebody comes by and gives you this fantastic news, and you feel great? That's how I felt. I kept the door. And I, in my opinion, thought this is just coincidence. It's the grain on the wood, but it's nice. Time went on and time went on, and I have to be honest with everybody out there who's watching this video. I am not a religious person. I believe in God. I believe that there is a superior being out there. I believe that He's out there. I believe He watches over us. But I am not a religious person. But I believe in Him. But it was nice. I had this little piece of wood with an image of God on it. I remember one time that I said to myself, you know, let's sell the door. Let's put it on eBay. And my daughter came out and she says, Dad, I could take a picture of the little image, but I can't get the big one, which I didn't see the big one until years later. Then I had another image appear, and this was pointed out to me by a friend of mine who came to see the door. He says, have you seen the profile of him? And I said, oh, there is no profile. And she said, yes, there is. And if you look real close, and I'm going to show you all these images in the computer later on, and you're going to see them crystal clear. The profile is right here. And then my daughter one time was looking at the door, and she goes, Dad, I see the lamb. And I said, okay, what lamb? A lamb appeared. And the lamb is right here. The big picture that she was talking about is this one. And then later on, I had what appears to be, and I think it is because everything is religious in here, the Virgin Mary. And you're going to see this crystal clear in a few minutes. Calvary behind her. You have 5 images. 1, 2, 3, 4. And this one, which is very hard to see, which I call the ghost. It looks just like him. That's 5 images. It's been 12 years since I had this. I thought I was going crazy. I got to the point that I say I better hide this door because people are going to think that I am nuts. I did my own research, and if you look at the door real close and you study it, you notice that this one, and this one, and the big one are missing the right eye. I did not know why. I did some research. I opened the Bible, which I haven't opened in a long time, and it seems that Matthew 5:29 states that if your right eye makes you sin, you must rip it out. That it's better to lose a body part than I think to lose your place in heaven. And then I said, why 5 images of our Lord? And it turns out that he had 5 wounds, the 5 wounds of Christ. And of course, we all know what the lamb, anybody who knows anything about religion knows what the lamb stands for. And of course, you have our Blessed Mother, which appears coming down from a hill, the Calvary. I have a message, which I'm going to be talking about later on about the message. Before I go into the message, when the little one first appeared, which is right here, I pray to God because I pray every night. And I asked him, I said, if it's you, give me a sign. Because I personally thought I was going crazy. And you know what? You may be watching this tape and laughing your head off. It's okay. You can laugh all you want. This door was here, and then the door that was right next to it, like 6 months after that, me asking God, give me a sign to see if this is you, a beautiful image of a dog appeared. And I don't know if you can get it in tape, but on top you have an old piece of tape that says dog on it. So that was the answer to me. Dog, D-O-G, God, G-O-D. So I said, okay, it's you. I had no idea why me, but I asked him. And he has a heavy message for the world. And I'm going to tell you what the message is. This is no joke. This is not a prank. This is real. There are a lot of things that are going to take place. Good things and not so good things, but it depends on us. I took the door, and I finally took all the doors down because I was going to build them. And I still didn't believe, and I said, no, I'm not going to go crazy over this door. And I remember I stacked them all because it was like 9 of them, same size as this one. And I stacked them and I started cutting them. And I made shelves. I made brand new doors for the armoire, and I made shelves. By luck, the only one I did not need and I did not cut and I was going to throw away was this one. I cut the one with the dog. I shouldn't have. I would have more proof for you. But I did. So I said, you know what? Let me keep this door. And I put it behind the armoire, and it was there for years. One day I'm sitting in my house and I'm watching television, and I totally forgot about the door. And I'm watching the History Channel, and they're doing this documentary on the Shroud of Turin. And I'm looking at the Shroud of Turin, and I said, where have I seen this before? If you take the Shroud of Turin and you put it next to this one, on a close-up, it's almost identical. I said, okay, all right, got it. Then I started getting dreams, which I'm going to talk about later on. But I have a message for you guys. I have a way of, I'm just a messenger, please. But I have a message for you.